I just found out that giraffes are too tall and they don't have anywhere to go when it rains and when it storms. And they just have to stand there. And they're taller than most trees, so they can't even seek shelter from those.
This how my wife be when she about to get on her period. Right here. This is it right here. Whatever she's talking about. When them hormones get to acting up, this is it. Bitch, you ain't never seen a giraffe in your life. In person.
As if being a giraffe wasn't hard enough.
How you know?
Giraffes don't bother nobody. They don't bother nobody at all. I will set all of this on fire. Who do I need to call? Who? I just found out.
Yes. I promise you, a few days before my wife period comes, while she's on her period, right here. This is it right here. Yes. Let's talk about saving the trees in Africa. And how they just cutting it down.
About this time when my garden rose had sent me to the hospital. So I never told anybody this story but my mama and my sister. And
your garden rose? Are we talking about the rose in the ground or are we talking about the other one?
Like I was so okay, y'all. So at this time, I literally was not talking to any type of like I was not getting at all. Plus, I had worked at a job where like was not really like around. So I was like, okay, let me go to the garden store and go pick me up a rose or whatever.
The garden
so
store,
when I got home, I tried it out and I was like, ooh, like I really love playing in my garden, like with this rose or whatever. So y'all, then it got to a point where like it was becoming obsessive. I'm talking about every day, every minute. It got out of control. And at this point, I knew that I had a problem. So fast forward to the day where I was at home all by myself. When I'm talking about it was like back to back to back to back. Bitch, it was crazy. Like it was literally raining for hours. When I say my legs started to go numb, I literally
Yo, she said it was raining for hours. Ooh, I'm about to use that.
felt my legs going numb, and I'm like, this can't be normal. So then I started feeling like a tingly sensation, and it was like running through like the side of my face down my body. So at this point, I'm like, oh shit, we got a problem. So y'all, then I'm starting to get dizzy, like my body just starting to feel dizzy, and at this point my anxiety started to kick in because I'm like, I literally could not move the bottom of my leg. So I'm like dragging my body across the floor and shit. So I make it to the hallway or whatever. So I'm like knocking on my neighbor's door. Nobody's answering the door. So then I get to the stairs and I hear some people. So at this point I'm screaming and I'm like, hey, like something ain't right with me. So bitch, everybody just looking at me like I'm just crazy or whatever. And this was around like 2020 when they had the big pandemic and shit. So nobody wanted to be around nobody. So at this point I'm talking to this older lady and I'm telling her like, I feel this weird sensation going through my body and I'm like, something is not right. Like I'm feeling like a tingling sensation that's going through my whole entire body and I can't move my legs. So at this point, she gets to calling the peoples. And the ambulance, eventually they pulled up. But at this point, I'm sitting in the hallway, I'm shaking, I'm scared because I didn't know what was going on with me. So as they're pulling up, the lady come up the stairs and she's like, so what's going on? I'm so embarrassed. Even though they deal with stuff like this on a day-to-day basis, like I'm so embarrassed. So I'm explaining to her like what's happening. I'm like, I had, went to the garden, was playing with the roses or whatever, and it got to the point where it started raining and it started pouring down. Then this, my body just got numb and shit. And I'm like, I can't feel my legs. So I'm steady telling her, like, I'm so embarrassed. So she going and she telling the other people, bitch, at this point, I'm like, oh my God. So like they wheeling me out, I'm in the chair or whatever, and they trying to get my legs and shit to move. My legs just wasn't moving. I couldn't feel nothing, like all like from my abdomen down below, bitch, I couldn't feel nothing.
I don't think there's a part 2 to the story, but what did you do? She didn't season the fish so much. She caught a stroke. She done seasoned the fish to the point that she caught a stroke. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep it a band. I bought one of those for my wife and she ain't never used it. I don't know what I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought we would have moments where I'm at work and she might FaceTime me and you know what I'm saying? We have a little moment, boy. Shit. That shit is in the closet. Actually, it's in the garage. I saw it in the garage the other day.
Parking Wars Part 3. So what you see here going on is me and a gentleman tussling over a charger that's plugged into my car. What happened was I had been sitting waiting for about an hour, and there's a few other cars waiting as well, and he swooped up into a parking spot and decided to plug up his car. But I had been waiting and I was going to, but he did it so fast. So I went and I unplugged his car and I plugged up mine. So he walked over to my door and said, "Did you unplug my car?" And I said, "Yes." And normally I never touch anyone's car who's plugged up. Hence is why I've been waiting there so long. I just think it's disrespectful. So he...
Let me ask you a question, ma'am. You said you was waiting, right? So after the person was finished charging their car, what were you doing? Were you on your phone? Were you just not paying attention? I don't believe that people should be skipping lines and stuff like that. But at the same time, I do feel as though when you're in a situation like that, you have to be mindful of other people's time. A similar situation would be somebody just finished pumping gas. It's a line. And instead of just getting in their car and driving off, they decide to get in their car, get on their phone, get on social media, text whoever they need to text before they drive off, while people in the line is waiting for them so they can get to the pump. But again, you know, he did skip the line.
He walks into the car, he asks me, I say yes, and he goes, "Why?" I said, "Sir, I've been sitting here, a while." He goes, "Prove it." And I said, "No, I'm letting you know I've been here." And that, he didn't like that. And then he's got kind of like macho and talking mess or whatever. So I roll up the window. So he then said, I hear him say like, "Oh, I'm gonna go unplug it." So, "No, you're not." So I went and I had grabbed my charger, put my hand on the charger, and then you see kind of like us tussling, going back and forth. And I'm gonna stand my ground regardless. And do I think I would have whipped this man's ass? Absolutely not. But it wouldn't have been no easy. It wouldn't have been no easy one. It wouldn't have been easy for him. And when I was looking this man in his eyes, he looks like a demon. At first I was calling him an imbecile because he was insulting me, calling me black bitches. And keep in mind, he's next to a YT. She has nothing to do with it, but you could tell this lady was scared, like he might be whooping her ass. Allegedly, I'm not saying for sure that he is, but he definitely strikes me as that type of man. And she didn't say nothing. And I said, "You probably whoop her." Anyways, back to the story. So long story short, did I give in? No. I kept the charger because you're not going to punk me out of a charger. Absolutely not.
I'll be damned if I have an electric car and dealing with stuff like this right here. Ain't no way. I'll stick to my V8 gas guzzling mobile. All right? But ma'am, one thing I'm going to say, please be careful. Because this could have went the other way. Granted, he was playing tug of war with you, but he could have lost his mind and washed you. And that was a big dude. If he had washed you up, there ain't nothing you could have done about that. Pick your battles wisely, man.
So he texted me and asked me if I'm good. And for once, I didn't respond. I just stared at the screen until it dimmed out. And maybe that's what healing looks like. Silence. Oh shit,
She knew she responded back to that man. I will tell you this though. If you're going through a breakup, distance is the best remedy to get over a breakup. Distance and silence. With time heals all.
You can defeat me? I'm much stronger than you. You don't understand that. With the power of friendship, anything is possible.
If you don't watch anime, you just don't understand.
At me right now, and I'll this isn't even my final form. You think you can defeat me?
Hey, listen, I watch anime. Y'all see it. Y'all see what's back there, man. You feel me? Oh my god. That was hilarious.
The neighborhood.
Cause I'm screwing around in the neighborhood?
Yeah, you're like scanning the neighborhood.
Nah, I ain't scanning the neighborhood. I live
That's what it
here.
looks like.
Look like I'm scanning it?
Yeah, for real.
Trying to rob something, huh?
Yeah, I mean, nobody normally just drives around in a big Tesla and just You know, like that's what it looks like. I'm sorry.
Nah, you
Did
good.
you just move in?
Nah, I'm just scanning. I'm just trying to find a victim.
Excuse me?
Huh?
You're what?
Nothing. But not
Just trying to find a victim.
who?
You just said that.
No.
So it just looks like you're scanning the neighborhood. I'm sorry. You
Nah.
know what I mean?
Nah, I don't know what you mean. I can't. I don't have the free will to just drive. Like I can't just drive around. Like what? That's legal. I ain't breaking the law. Like what? How I look like I'm scamming the neighborhood.
No one normally does that.
I'm not the average normal person. I'm not
Well,
just.
it just looks like some people, your car's apparent. Maybe some people do, but because your car's apparent.
This don't look like a cheap car. This don't look like I'm scamming the neighborhood and trying to.
It's like a Tesla. My husband used to have a Hummer. It's like a Tesla Jeep.
Yeah.
It is.
Nah, I ain't trying to scan the neighborhood or I ain't trying to rob nobody. Nah, I be listening to music. I be, writing in my head. I just be thinking about my days.
Just releasing your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just want to tell you though, my bad. I hope I wasn't scaring you.
Okay. Yeah,
You good?
just like freaking out. You know that.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
All right.
He handled that better than I would. I pray to God nobody stops me in my neighborhood. Especially I'm paying this mortgage and these bills and property taxes that keeps going up every year. I double dog dare motherfucker step asking me what I'm doing here. Do you live here? Don't do that. Please don't do that. With the recent activities and the things that happened to my son, I pray nobody do that because I'll...
Your mother love you enough as a child, or do I have to? Don't worry, take a seat, we need to have a talk. So earlier this week, I made a video confessing that I am an evil woman. And along my little healing journey, I realized I'm not an evil woman, but I do tend to attract a lot of emotionally unavailable men. And that nonchalant behavior is what triggers me to be evil. However, my feelings are valid. The way I act on my feelings is not. And I guess me publicly admitting that resonated with a lot of men and gave some hope. But I will say this. Men hate women. Men feel like women use men. And women also hate men and feel like they're being used. We live in a generation where we are constantly pitted against each other because, truth be told, the government actually benefits with broken families and single baby mothers. And I do believe that this is definitely something that the media and the government has purposely geared us towards.
I agree. Let me explain something to y'all. When I started changing my videos on YouTube, my content fell under a certain niche. Because at the time, the red pill stuff was going crazy. So my content fell under that red pill niche. And I remember looking at some of those comments and I'm like, damn, bro, these dudes hate women. Now, mind you, I'm doing my videos and my videos are just about holding people accountable, giving some life advice, talking about stuff I've been through, talking about things that I feel as though we can do better. But I try to make it entertaining. The type of hateful things I was seeing in that comment section, it opened my eyes, but it changed me in a way that now when I do videos, you might see certain things, but I try to change it. I started putting my family in the videos. I started putting my wife in the videos because I don't want to be associated with that. At some point in time, the algorithm was feeding that type of content. If you were a man making hateful content about women, or if you was a woman making hateful content about men, at a certain point in time, the YouTube algorithm was feeding you. You was eating. This has transferred over to Instagram. That's why we see a lot of these videos of women saying, oh, could you believe this guy tried to talk to me? And da-da-da-da. That's why we start seeing a lot of this type of content, because that algorithm is feeding that. These videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. And the messed up thing is, the more people see those type of videos, the more it's instilling that hate in the back of their mind. You got to be careful what you digest on the internet.
And it's almost like we're all under a spell. We can acknowledge that we've been hurt in the past, but we can also acknowledge that holding on to that resentment isn't going to solve anything. And that's currently where I'm at. That's currently where I'm at in life, where I'm like, okay, A, B, and C hurt me, but that's not doing anything for me because the person who's carrying those emotions is me. So my point of the video is you're allowed to feel however you feel. You're allowed to feel that anger, that sorrow. You're allowed to grieve. But don't let those emotions be based on your future or your future actions, because the only person that's going to suffer is you. That kind of energy is going to attract poverty. It's going to attract maybe more evil people, and it's not a good frequency to live with. So hope this video helps. If you guys like more information like this,
low vibrational energy attracts low vibrational energy. It's only a matter of time. So if you out here and you around positive people and you always the one bringing that negative vibes, eventually positive people not going to want to be around you. And the only thing you're going to be around is people that's just like you. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. People who are more experienced in doing evil deeds than you. And that's where your karma is going to come in. So for all the evil shit that you done did to other people, your karma gonna come when the only people that's attracted to you are people who are able to do damage that's a lot worse than you're capable of.
By the way, asking for dub on gas is so Cali, bro. That is the most Cali-ish shit. Like, I never in my life heard anybody discuss gas outside of California. Cause it's not even an issue, bro. 20 is the tank, gang. Don't even trip. Don't even trip, bro. I got it. 80 on a tank, bro. It used to cost $20 to go pick somebody up from work and go the home. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need dub real quick. I'm gonna need dub, bro. Gas was always an issue.
When I didn't have a car and I didn't have no ways of getting to where I needed to go, I always used to ask people for rides. And I ain't gonna lie, when people said no, I felt some type of way. When people said no, I used to feel some type of way. And then I got a car. And then I got insurance, and I started understanding how insurance works. And I started understanding, hey, if I'm in my house and I leave my house to go drop you somewhere and I get in an accident, it don't matter that $20 that you give me for gas. Now I'm carless. My insurance is gonna, hopefully the car don't get totaled and my insurance can take care of the repairs. But I would still have to pay the deductible. Your $20 is not gonna cover the deductible. And of course, you're not gonna take responsibility and help me pay whatever I need to pay for my car. Now let's say my car is totaled. You're not gonna help me pay what I owe on my car. Even though I would have been in the house if you didn't ask me to give you a ride somewhere. So now I understand it. And guess what? Don't ask me to give you a ride nowhere, because I'm going to say no. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe. And hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.